Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. Hope all is well on this Thursday evening, and we're going to be bringing you a doubleheader today. We have Game 1, Denny McLain, 1968, year of the pitcher, versus the Arizona Diamondbacks of 2017. The Diamondbacks made the playoffs. Wild card round, they won against the Colorado Rockies and would go on to play the Dodgers. Zack Greinke will be on the mound for the Diamondbacks to face Denny McLain. And quickly, what this project is about, I have put it in the chat, but I will read it to you quickly. Denny McLain went 31-6 with an earned run average of 1.96, struck out 280. Bob Gibson, in the year of the pitcher, went 22-9 with an ERA of 1.12, striking out 268. And they are taking on the 12 best major league teams of 2017, home and away for 24 starts. The designated hitter is in effect. And let's see how the year of the pitcher does in a 2017 matchup in this Denny McLain Bob Gibson challenge. The 2017 Major League Baseball teams are Arizona, Boston, the Chicago Cubs, Cleveland, Colorado, Houston, the Los Angeles Angels, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Minnesota, and the New York Yankees and Washington Nationals. As Ken Castro is joining us in chat, he says, "Let's get going." And we are, Ken. We are. Let me lower this. And we're going to get to the game. Right now, we'll quickly go through the lineups. Batting first for the 1968 Detroit Tigers, Dick McAuliffe, and he is playing second base. 249, 16 homers, 56 runs batted in. Batting second, the designated hitter, Gates Brown, 370. He only had 92 at-bats, 6 home runs, and 15 ribbies. Al Kaline playing right field, batting third, 287, 10 homers, 52 runs batted in. Cleanup hitter, Willie Horton, and he is playing left field, 285, 36 homers, 85 runs driven in. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jim Northrup, 264, 21 homers, 90 runs driven in. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Bill Freehand, 263, 25 homers, 84 ribbies. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Norm Cash, 25 homers, 63 runs knocked in, 263 batting average. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Tommy Machik, and his pitcher didn't load. Oh well, we'll get it for next game. 203, 3 homers, 14 RBIs. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Dick Wirt, 200, 12 homers, 37 ribbies. On the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks, facing off against Denny McLain in his first start of this project for Denny McLain, Zack Greinke. And in 2017, he went 17-7, 3.20 earned run average, striking out 215. All right, we are on our way. Dick McAuliffe will lead it off for the 68 Tigers. And that is a 6-8. First play on its way. And that will be a ground ball to Drury, who throws to first for out number 1. Stepping to the plate is Gates Brown now. Greinke gets the sign from Ionetti. Here's the pitch to Brown. And that is a 3-7. And Gates Brown will work a walk. So 1 out, 1 on. Brown 1 through 14 base runner. Goldschmidt holding him on. Here comes Al Kaline. Kaline awaits the Greinke offering. Here's the pitch, and that is a 4-10. And that ball's going to be hit out to center field to Pollock. 15. He has a beat on the ball. And that's an 8. And Pollock will make the catch in center for out number 2. So 2 outs, Brown at first. He'll be off on contact. Here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Horton. Iannetta sets the target. Greinke deals to Horton, and that is a 6-5. That ball will be hit to Owens at short. Let's see if he can handle it for the 3rd out. 17. Looking good so far. Rain error rating is a 10. And the side will be retired as Owens will throw to Goldschmidt. And we go to the bottom of the 1st, scoreless. Due up for the 2017 Arizona Diamondbacks, leading off the center fielder A.J. Pollock, 266, 14 homers, 49 RBIs. Followed by the left fielder David Peralta, 293, 14 homers, 57 RBIs. Batting 3rd, the power-hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt, 297, 36 homers, 120 runs driven in. The cleanup hitter is a 3rd baseman Jack Lamb, 248, 30 homers, 105 runs batted in. Batting 5th, the 2nd baseman Brandon Drury, 267, 13 homers, 63 ribbies. Batting 6th, the shortstop Chris Owen, 268, 12 homers, 51 runs driven in. Batting 7th, doing the catching, Chris Iannetta, 254, 17 round trippers, 43 runners knocked in. Batting 8th, the right fielder, Chris Herman, 181, 10 homers, 27 runs knocked in. And batting 9th, the designated hitter, Nick Ahmed, 251, 6 homers, 21 runners knocked in. And they'll face Denny McLain. In the year of the pitcher, Denny McLain in 1968, 31 wins, 6 losses, 1.96 earned run average, and 41 starts. In this project, he'll get 24 starts, just like Gibson, home and away against these teams. He struck out 280, and he gave up 31 home runs through 336 innings. Walked 63. So free hands behind the plate doing the catching. Cash is at first. McCullough is at second. Matchick is at short. Wirt is at third. Horton is in left with a -2 arm. Northrup's in center with a -1 arm. And then Al Kaline is in right with a -3 arm. So here is A.J. Pollock. Denny McLain is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Pollock. And that is a 3-8. And Pollock will drive this ball to the outfield. And that is a 2. This ball is going deep to right center field. Kaline gives chase, looks up, and it is gone. The first batter of Denny McLain homers. A.J. Pollock gives the Diamondbacks a 1-0 lead. The year of the pitcher not looking good so far. 1-0 Arizona. And here comes up to the plate David Peralta. Left-handed batter. McLain's got to shake that off now. Freehand sets the target, the windup, and the pitch to Peralta from McLain. And that is a 5-8. And that is a ball knocked to McCullough at second. McCullough ranges over to his right. And it's a 10. McCullough will make the play for the first out of the inning as McCullough ranges to his right, throws to Cash, 1 out. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt, power hitting first baseman for the Diamondbacks. Right-handed stick. McLain picks up the signs from Freehand. He sets and delivers. And that is a 2-6. So this will be off the Goldschmidt card. 2-9, excuse me, I said 6. 2-9. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So after the home run, McLain retires the next 2 batters, and he'll face the cleanup hitter, Jake Lamb. Lamb looking for the 1-4 column. The windup and the pitch by Denny McLain. And it is a 1 and a 4. It's a Lamb column. It's a hard hit ball on the ground. And making a diving stop is Cash. He'll take it to the bag himself. Side retired. Nice play by Cash at first. But the Diamondbacks jump out to a 1-0 lead on the leadoff home run by Pollock. Due up for Detroit, trailing by 1. Northrup, Freehand, and Cash to face Zack Greinke. Northrup, left-handed batter. Greinke gets the sign, the windup, and the pitch. That is a 6-11. And that's a fly ball out to left field. Peralta has it, out number 1. Bill Freehand steps to the plate. Freehand the catcher. Iannetta sets the target. Here's the pitch to Freehand. That is a 6-4. Ground ball to Owens at short. 19. Looking good so far. Owen. Error rating 7. And Owen will make the play. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. That's 2 down. Norm Cash steps to the plate, the first baseman. Looking to tie it up here. Diamondbacks up 1-0. Greinke kicks and fires to Cash, and that is a 6-9 off the Greinke card. And that will be a bouncing ball to Goldschmidt at first. Takes it to the bag. Out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0. Arizona. Due up to face Denny McLain, Drury, Owings, and Iannetta. Brandon Drury awaits the Denny McLain offering. Here's the pitch, and that is a 5-9. This is off the McLain card. 5-9. Anytime you hit the pitcher's card, it's a good thing. And that will be a ground ball to Wirt. He gobbles it up and throws the Cash. 1 away. Chris Owing, the shortstop for Arizona, steps to the plate. He's looking for the 1-4 column. McLain deals quickly, trying to stay in a rhythm, and that is a 3-5. So this is off the Owings column and card. And that's a fly ball out to Horton and left. He comes in a bit, makes the catch for out number 2. Chris Iannetta, the Diamondback catcher, steps to the plate, trying to keep this inning alive. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Iannetta, and that is a 2-10. So that's off the Iannetta card. And that's a good column for Chris. And Iannetta launches this ball deep. 14. As he drives that ball to left field, Willie Horton going back at the track, at the wall, he leaps, and he makes the catch! Side retired, as he just saved Denny McLain from giving up his second home run in this game. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Diamondbacks. In the chat, we also have BJ Wanlin, as he says, rolling games in Strat on PC inspired by Al. Inspired you, Al, in me pitting my 2016 Cubbies against your Red Sox, and the Red Sox already have two-run jack on me. Thank you for joining us, BJ. Ken Castro, BJ, I began a 17 playoff league in January. Your 2016 Cubbies are holding on to first with 10 games left. And BJ then says, Wanlin says, oh man. BJ Wanlin, I missed this one. It was after the first one. And I'm finally dialing in the dice entry, etc. Actually kind of like the method. Gives me more control in a weird way. It does. It's a fun thing. Okay, back to the game. As Willie Horton saved Denny McLain from another home run blast. Zack Greinke back out on the mound, and he will face the bottom of the order of Matic and Wirth and Dick McCullough, the leadoff batter. And a very weak hitting Tommy-Matic comes to the plate. Greinke deals to Matic, and that is a 1-9, so it is off the Matic card. Let's see if he can do any damage with that. And he might do some damage, as the weak-hitting Tommy-Matic drives this ball deep. That's a 12. And that ball goes out to left. Peralta racing back at the track, at the wall. He reaches up and he makes the catch. Robbing Matic of a possible home run. Definitely extra bases, one down. So the weak-hitting Matic almost made us all eat our words. Now stepping to the plate, the number 9 batter, the third baseman, Dick Wirth. One out, no one on. Here's the pitch to Wirth, and that is a 5-8 off the Greinke card. And that'll be a ground ball to Owens. He'll throw to Goldschmidt for out number 2. Top of the order now. Dick McCullough, he is 0 for 1. Greinke deal to McCullough. Again off the Greinke card, 5-2. Bouncing ball to Goldschmidt. He takes it to the bag himself. Side retired. 1-2-3. Go the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Arizona. Due up Herman, Ahmed, and the top of the order, Pollock, who homered off Denny McLain to start off the game. Left-handed batting Herman awaits the Denny McLain offering. Here's the pitch. That is a 4-7. This is off the McLain card, but this is the column that's not so good for Denny McLain. So that is a 4-7. And this will be a well-hit ball. And that's a 13. And that will be a single to right, past the dive of Cash. So Herman, who batted under 200, gets a single. 90% chance of stealing second, and we're holding him on. So I'm going to click here. I'm assuming he's going to attempt to try. He's not trying to steal, though. And Nick Ahmed steps to the plate. He's looking for the 3-4 column. Detroit's looking to turn 2 with Matic and McCullough up the middle. The wind-up and the pitch from Denny McLain, and that is triple sixes, 6-12. And this will be good for Denny McLain. as that is a fly ball out to left field. Horton ranges to his right, makes the catch for out number 1. Retreating back to first is Herman. Top of the order now, A.J. Pollock. He homered off Denny McLain to start off the game. 1-0 Arizona, and that's how we sit. Can Pollock get number 2 off McLain? Herman at first, Cash holding him on. McLain deals to Pollock, looking for some revenge here. That is a 3-7. Again, this is off the Pollock card. Will it be difficulty? We will see. 3-7. And that's going to be a double play ball. Matic fields it at short, flips to McCullough. On to Cash at first. Side retired. So Denny McLain gets his double play ball. We go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Arizona. Due up for the Tigers. Gates Brown, Al Kaline, and Willie Horton. If anyone gets on, Jim Northrup. Brown walked his first time up. Greinke's ready to work. He deals to Brown, and that is a 1-5. So this is off the Brown column, 1-5. And a chance. He has driven this ball deep. Will this be a tie ball game? It's a 4. As that ball's going to right field, Herman starts to go back. He looks up. That ball is gone. We have a 1-1 ball game. Gates Brown has just tied it with a blast to right, leading off the top of the 4th. Al Kaline steps to the plate. Kaline had 10 home runs in 68 with a 287 batting average. Can they go back-to-back jacks? A lot of jubilation in that Tiger dugout as Brown gets high fives all over. We have a tie ball game here. The happiest camper is Denny McLain. Here's the pitch to Kaline. 6. Route 66. Get your kicks. And Kaline hits a shot. And that's going to be a double. As Pollock will not be able to chase it down. As that gets to the wall, and Kaline cruises to second. He has a chance to get the 3rd, but we'll hold him there at second. Don't want to run into an out. Only a 1-11 chance. So Kaline, the go-ahead runs at second now with no outs, and Willie Horton steps to the plate. Remember, Horton had 36 home runs in the year of the pitcher, 1968. He's 0 for 1 today. Greinke takes a peek over his shoulder at Kaline. Now the windup and the pitch to Willie Horton. That is a 4-7, so this will be off the Greinke card. Can Horton do damage off the Greinke card? He will not. That is a strikeout, swing and a miss, out number 1. Kaline 1 through 14 base runner. Jim Northrup steps to the plate. He had 21 home runs in 68. 0 for 1 today. Iannetta sets the target. Here's the pitch to Northrup. And again, this will be off the Greinke card. 5-10. That's a hard hit ball by Northrup. And that'll be a line out as he strikes the ball hard. And making the catch. No! He does not make the catch. It gets through. Owens does not make the catch. Ballpark effect. Wow, that was strange. So it's 1st and 3rd. I thought that was going to be a line out. I misread that. I'm going to have to look at that video again. Alrighty. So 1st and 3rd, 1 out, 1-1 ball game. Kaline 90 feet away from giving the Tigers a 1-run lead. And Bill Freehan, the catcher, is at the plate. Freehan had 25 homers in the year of the pitcher. Greinke and the Diamondbacks looking to turn 2. Iannetta wiggles the fingers. Greinke nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Bill Freehan. That is a 5-12. This will be off the Greinke card. 5-12. Will it be good enough to drive Kaline in from 3rd? And that's a ball right back at Greinke. Can he help his own cause? And that is a 5. So far, so good for Zack Greinke. And now the error check, and he should make this play. This could be a double play ending the inning. That's a 13, but it's going to be a lucky 13 for Greinke, as I believe this would be a 1 to 6 to 3. As no, Greinke makes a heck of a stop, but he can only get the batter at first. K-Line scores, and it's 2-1 Detroit. Northrup advances to second base. So Greinke makes the diving stop and just goes for the sure out on the hard hit ball. At first, never even thought about turning two or going to the plate. 2-1 Detroit. 2 outs. Northrup's in scoring position for Norm Cash, the first baseman, who's 0 for 1, left-handed batter. Can Cash cash in? We shall see. Here's the pitch, and that is a 2-6 off the Cash card. Another hard hit ball right back at Greinke. Throws the first side retired, but Detroit scores 2. The first one being the game-tying home run, followed up by a double, and then another hit that looked like a line drive catch, but it went off the glove of Owings. And then K-Line scored on the hard ground ball to the pitcher. Greinke made a diving stop at it and just went to first. He got the sure out. Bottom of the fourth, due up for the Diamondbacks to face Denny McLain, Peralta, Goldschmidt, and Lamb. Let me go to the chat here. What's Blazing in Sports and Beatles Attorney has joined us. Thank you very much, my friends. Remember, check out What's Blazing in Sports. Wonderful channel. Great boxing channel. All your boxing knowledge and needs with T-Dub. What's Blazing in Sports. And here comes David Peralta. He is 0 for 1 off McLain. McLain's ready to work. He deals to Peralta. That is a 1-9. This is off the Peralta card. And that will be a hard hit ball to McCullough. He throws to Cash. 1 away. Paul Goldschmidt steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Remember, Goldschmidt had 36 home runs in 2017. One swing of the bat could be a 2-2 ball game. Denny McLain picks up the sign from freehand. He deals to Goldschmidt, and that is triple snake eyes. That is a 1-2. How do you do? Let's see how this will end up. And that will be a single to left. So Goldschmidt's on past the dive of the third baseman Wirt. Tying run at first. Goldschmidt 80% chance of stealing second. He's not going. Here comes the cleanup hitter, power hitter, Jake Lamb. Lamb's looking for the 1-4 column. Denny McLain and the Tigers looking for the double play ball with 1 out. McLain deals to Lamb. Will he go out like a Lamb? That is a 3-4, so this is off the Lamb card. 3 and a 4. And that will be a strikeout on the swing and a miss. So there's 2 outs. Goldschmidt still at first. He'll be off on contact. Brandon Drury steps to the plate. Drury's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Drury, and that is a 3-6. And that will be another strikeout, this time looking side retired. So Denny McLain has settled in nicely after giving off that leadoff homer to Pollock. We go to the top of the 5th, the 68 Tigers 2. The 2017 Diamondbacks 1. Zack Greinke back out on the hill for the Diamondbacks. 56 pitches. He's good for 113. He's going to face Matic, Wirt, and McCullough. Matic is 0 for 1. He drove the ball deep to left, but Peralta made the catch. Here's the pitch to Matic. That is a 4-6 off the Greinke card. 4-6. And that will be a strikeout. Swing and a miss by Matic. No contact there this time. So 1 out, no one on for the third baseman, Dick Wirt. He is 0 for 1. He awaits the Greinke offering, and it is a 1-5. And that'll be a ground ball to Owens, moving towards the second base bag. He scoops it up, throws to Goldschmidt for the second out. Top of the order now for the Detroit Tigers. Dick McCullough, he is 0 for 2. Trying to keep this inning alive. Left-handed batting second baseman. The windup and the pitch by Zack Greinke. That is a 2-4. So this is off the Dick McCullough card. 2-4. And that's a pop-up to the catcher, side retired. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Tigers, due up for the Diamondbacks of 2017. Owings, Iannetta, and Herman. Owens is 0 for 1. McLain looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. He rocks and fires to Owings. And that is a 4-6. If you have to hit the McLain card, you want the 4 column, so that is a 4-6. And this is a hard hit ball by Owen. And that is a 6. Owen will have himself a double as he drives that ball over the head of Northrup as it grabs some wall. He cruises into second base, a leadoff double for Owings. And the tying run is in scoring position. Chris Iannetta steps to the plate. Iannetta, the catcher's 0 for 1. Chance to tie the ball game up here. Iannetta did have 17 home runs in 2017. McLain finds himself in trouble once again. He deals to Chris Iannetta. And again, it's off the McLain card, but it's the 4 column, 4-5. More danger for Denny McLain, 4-5. And this will be a shot. Iannetta drives this ball deep. 8. Horton going back at the track, at the wall. Horton leaps and he brings it back. What another play by Willie Horton in left, robbing another home run. Owens quickly scampers back to second base. He doesn't even tag. That's a brain fart by Owens. So once again, Denny McLain has to tip his cap to his left fielder, Horton, who brings another one back. So 1 out. Owens still at second, representing the tying run. And here comes Chris Herman. Herman only batted 181, but he did have 10 home runs. He's 1 for 1 today. He had a single. Matic cheats towards the second base bag, trying to keep Owens close. Here's the pitch to Herman, and that is a 5-6. McLain likes that better, the 5-6. And that will be a strikeout, big swing and a miss as Herman tried to untie the game with 1 swing of the bat. So 2 outs. Here comes the number 9 batter, Nick Ahmed, 241 with 6 homers. Diamondbacks could squander a leadoff double here. Ahmed digs in, ready to face McLain. Here's the pitch. And that is a 1-12. This is off the Ahmed card. 1-12. And that ball will be hit to center field. Going back is Northrup, continuing to go back at the track. Reaches up, makes the catch, side retired. So Denny McLain pitches around the leadoff double. We go to the top of the 6th, still 2-1 Detroit. And here's the man, the designated hitter, Gates Brown. He homered to tie the game when the Tigers would get another run when Al Kaline scored on a ground out in the 4th. Those are the 2 runs the Tigers have scored, and it's held up with the pitching of Denny McLain. Greinke deals to his nemesis Gates Brown, and that is a 3-7. This will be off the Brown card, 3-7. And this time they pitch very carefully to Brown, and he earns a walk. So no outs. Brown is at first. Al Kaline steps to the plate. Kaline's 1 for 2 with a double. He scored a run. Goldschmidt holding Brown on. 1 out of 14 base runner. Here's the pitch to Kaline. And it'll be off the K-line card. That is a 3-3. We shall see. 3-3. And that's a hard hit ball. Goldschmidt makes a dive. Goes to the bag himself for the out. Advancing to second is Brown. So 1 out. Brown's in scoring position for Willie Horton. And Horton has saved 2 runs as he's brought 2 balls back from left field. That would have been gone. Horton, 36 home runs in 1968. Chance for a ribby here. Here's the pitch to Horton, and that is a 2-5. So this is off the Horton card. Will he drive Brown in? We shall see. 2-5. And Horton hits that ball hard. Will they make the play? No, they will not. That will be a line drive base hit, as that's a 2. That goes up the middle. Brown hits third base, and they hold him. So with 1 out, they don't take a chance. First and third, runners on the corners for the center fielder, Jim Northrup. He is 1 for 2. Northrup has a chance for an RBI here. Brown at first, Brown at third, Horton at first. Horton 1 out of 12 runner, Brown 1 out of 14. Northrup awaits a Zack Greinke offering. Here's the pitch, and this is off the Greinke card, 6-11. Diamondbacks want to turn 2, 6-11. And that is a fly ball. Out to left, fly ball B. I think Brown will score on this. Peralta goes deep at the track, reaches up, makes the catch, and Brown does score easily as he tags from third. It's now 3-1 Tigers, and that's an RBI for Northrup. Horton stayed put at first. With 2 outs, he'll be off on contact. Bill Freehan, the catcher, steps to the plate. Freehan, 263 with 12 home runs. 0 for 2 today. He does have an RBI and a ground out back to the pitcher. Ionetta sets the target. Here's the pitch to Freehan. That is a 1-7. And that is a fly ball to center. Pollock going back to his right. Continues to drift back. Reaches up. Makes the catch. Side retired. But the Tigers tackle another one on the sacrifice fly. And it's 3-1. Tigers over the Diamondbacks. Due up for Arizona. The top of the order. Pollock, Peralta, and Goldschmidt. Pollock led off the game with a home run off McLain. Gave the Diamondbacks a 1-0 lead until the top of the 4th when Detroit would score 2. And as we just witnessed, they scored 1 more in the top of the 6th. They lead 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. A sip of coffee. And quickly go to the chat. See what's going on there. As everyone's saying hello to everyone. And Beatles Eternally says, "Let's go Tigers." All right. They lead by 2. The windup and the pitch by Denny McLain to Pollock. And that is a 5-12. Again, McLain likes that much better than his 4 column. So that's a 5-12. And that's a ground ball to first. Let's see if Cash can cash in and make the play. And that's a 1. And that's going to be a base hit. So Pollock will get his 2nd hit of the game. And let's see if he'll get anything extra on the error check. And that's a 4. He will not, so that will be a single. Past Cash into right field. So the tying run comes to the plate now. And Pollock, 80% chance of stealing 2nd. Let's see if they'll send him. They will not. Down 2. David Peralta comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2. If he sends 1 yard, we have a 3-3 ball game. McLain did give up 31 homers in 68. McLain offers to Peralta, the left-handed batter. And that is a 3-2. This is off the Peralta card. 3-2. And that's a ground ball to short. He flips to McCullough to get the force out. But the hard slide by Pollock prevents the double play. So they get the lead runner. Peralta's now at first with 1 out. And the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt, steps to the plate. Or as I like to call him, Paul Goldschmidt Beard. 297, 36 home runs. He's 1 for 2 today. He's also struck out once. McLain Rocks and fires a Goldschmidt. That is a 211. This is off the Goldschmidt card. Can he tie it up with one swing of the bat? 211. And he has an opportunity here. He drives that ball deep off Denny McLain. It's a 10. We have a tie ball game, folks. As Goldschmidt Beer crushes that ball to left center. Horton starts to go back. He's not bringing this one back. It's a 2-run homer. We have a 3-3 ball game. Denny McLain has given up 2 gopher balls for 3 runs. Wow. It is 3-3, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. And here comes Jake Lamb, another power hitter. Can they go back-to-back jacks? Can the Diamondbacks take the lead here? McLain disgusted with himself. Freehan has a word with him. Now back behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Lamb. It is a 3-8. This is off the Lamb card. Is it back-to-back jacks? No, it is not. It is a strike 3 looking. So 2 down. No one on for Brandon Drury, the second baseman. He had 30 home run pops. He's 0 for 2 today, though. He is struck out once. Drury awaits the McLain offering. Here it is. That is a 1-5. Off the Drury card, 1-5. And that will be a fly ball to Horton. Comes in a bit. Makes the catch, side retired. But Denny McLain gives up another gopher ball. It is 3-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Zack Greinke in a duel with Denny McLain. Greinke up to 83 pitches. Good for 113. He'll deal with Cash, Matic, and Wirt. As Beatles eternally says, boo! Goldschmidt's a bum. ID Gestures joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. As ID says, what's up with all you sexy people? Hope all is well. Thank you very much, ID, you sexy man yourself. As ID is too sexy for his channel. Yeah. Alrighty. Cash 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Norm. And that is a 5-9. It's off the Greinke card. 5-9. 3-3 ball game. Been an exciting one here. And that will be a strikeout. Swing and a miss by Cash. Tommy Matic steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard for an out and then struck out. Greinke deals to Matic. That is a 3-9. Any magic for Matic? We shall see. 3-9. There's no magic for Matic. That's strike 3 looking. He goes down via the K for the second time. So 2 outs, base is empty. The number 9 batter, Dick Wirt. He's 0 for 2. Trying to keep the inning alive here. Iannetta wiggles the fingers. It's the pitch to Wirt. And that is a 3-7. So this is off the Wirt card. 3-7. And another strikeout. Side retired Greinke in Fuego. 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root. Root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game. And that's for Chris from Strat-O-Matic, Delaware, Clinton Parks, and Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out those wonderful channels, as well as ID Gesture and What's Blazing in Sports. Trivia question. What pitcher once struck out 4 batters in 1 inning, then 2 years later threw 4 wild pitches in 1 inning? I'm going to say Vern Rule. I'm just taking a guess. I have no clue. Phil Niekro. Well, same era. So Phil Niekro, the knuckleballer. All right, due up for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 7th as we're tied at 3. Very exciting ball game here. Owens, Iannetta, and Herman. Owens is 1 for 2. He has a double. McLain up to 92 pitches, good for 133. The windup and the pitch to Owens. And that is a 1-6. This is off the Owens card, 1-6. And that's a single to left. That's the 7th hit Arizona's gotten off Denny McLain. 1 through 15 base runner Owens is. 85% chance of stealing second. Let's see if he's going. He is not. Chris Iannetta is 0 for 2. Iannetta, the catcher, has pop in his bat. 17 home runs in 2017. Again, McLain looking to induce that double play ball. Here's the pitch to Iannetta. That is a 2-5. This will be off the Iannetta card. 2-5. That's a hard hit ball. And that will be, as that is a 7. And he lines out to Matic, who makes the leaping catch, fires to first, but getting back is Owens before the throw. So 1 out, Owens still at first as they tried to double him up. And here comes Chris Herman. He is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Herman did have 10 home runs last year. Left-handed batter. Batted 188. Again, McLain's looking for the double play ball. Matic and McCullough pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Herman. And that is a 4-8. And that's, if you're hitting the pitcher's card, you want that 4 column. 4-8. Let's see if Herman can do some damage. Strike 3 looking. He goes down for the second time. So 2 outs. Owens is at first. He'll be off on contact. The number 9 batter, Nick Ahmed, steps to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Ahmed digs in. McLain rocks and fires. That is a 6-3. This should be good for Denny McLain. 6-3. Fly ball out to left. Range check for Willie Horton. And 11 and under is not good for Willie Horton. Even though he has made 2 catches robbing home runs, it's not looking good here for Willie Horton. And that is a 17. Boy, did he luck out. So he has a good beat on the ball. And now the error check. And that is an 11. Willie Horton will make the running catch to the gap. Side retired. Owens is stranded at first. As Ahmed just missed his pitch, he had a chance. We go to the top of the 8th, 3-3, 2 up for the 68 Tigers. The top of the order, McCullough, Brown, and Kaline to face Zack Greinke. 94 pitches, good for 113. Again, McCullough 0 for 3. Here's the Greinke offering. It is a 4-7. Off the Greinke card, 4-7. Not looking too good for McCullough. And that is a strikeout. Another K for Greinke as he's matching McLain strikeout for strikeout. 1 out, no one on for Gates Brown. He is 1 for 1. He is homered and walked. Can Brown go yard once again? Diamondbacks guarding the lines. Here's the pitch to Brown. It is a 5-9. Brown looking for something he can grip and rip. He checks his swing. He went strike 3. Another strikeout for Zack Greinke. So 2 outs, base is empty for Al Kaline. 1 for 3 with a double. Can Kaline keep this inning alive? Iannetta wiggles a finger, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Al Kaline. That is a 6-7. Off the Greinke card, 6-7. Ground ball to Drury. Kaline needs a 6 or lower. He gets a 5. This will be a base hit for Al Kaline. He'll keep the inning alive. Now the error check. The 3 dice add to a 5. That's a range play. A rare play, excuse me, sorry. So it's definitely a single. Now let's see what the rare play is. And it gets through the infield. So the diving attempt by Drury couldn't get to it. So Kaline's on at first. He represents the go-ahead run with 2 outs, 1 through 14 base runner. He will be off on contact. And stepping to the plate, Willie Horton. Horton's 1 for 3. Horton 36 home runs in 1968. He has struck out once against Greinke, as well as singling. Horton's looking for the 3-5 column. Greinke deals to Horton, and it's a 6-5. And this play will go to Owens at short. And Detroit needs a 6 or lower on the 20-sided dice roll. It's a 5, another base hit. So that's a 5. And now the error check. A 9. Nothing there, so a single. Let's see if they send K-Line to third. They do not, as the diving attempt by Owens goes for naught, goes in the left field. So 2 back-to-back singles, 2 seeing-eye singles, you could say, but they're hits. And brings up the very dangerous batter, Jim Northrup. Northrup 1 for 2 with a ribby. He had 21 home runs while batting .250 in 1968, the year of the pitcher. 3-3 ball game. A chance to give Denny McLain the lead back. K-Line will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Jim Northrup from Zack Greinke, and that is a 6-10. Will the Tigers squander it? We shall see. 6-10. And this is a ball that goes to Lamb. And again, 6 or under. It's a base hit for the Tigers. And it's a 3! Another clutch roll. Another single. And the Tigers will take the lead here. Let's see if there's any other damage done. Error check. That's a 7. And there's an error. So let's see what this all results in. As that ball gets through the middle between Lamb and Owens, a run scores. It's 4-3. Horton's at third. Now Northrup moves up to second on the error. And K-Line scores from second. So the throw back in lets Northrup advance to second. And the Tigers have taken a 4-3 lead for Denny McLain here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Horton at third, Northrup at second. Freehan, the catcher, is at the plate. He is 0 for 3. He does have a ribby, though. Freehan had 25 bombs in 68. Greinke, 115 pitches, 2 over his limit of 113. This could be his last batter. Iannetta goes through the signs. Greinke nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Freehan. It is a 6-6. Tigers looking to do more damage here. 6-6. And Freehan drives this ball to the gap. He needs an 11 or lower. It's a 7! That's going to be a double, as that's going to get down and get to the wall. As the Tigers are blowing this game open here. 2 more runs will score as Freehan splits Peralta and Pollock. Horton and Northrup score. It is now 6-3 Tigers. Freehan with a clutch 2-out doubles, knocking in 2 runs. And Norm Cash, the catcher, comes to play. Cash is 0 for 3. Greinke still in the game. And Greinke will be coming out of the game. Let's see what the computer manager does. They walk Cash to face Matic. Matic batting 165. He's 0 for 3 today. And I think we're going to go to Trzezutsky, 156. I'm going to go to Stanley. Ooh, Eddie Matthews. Let's go to an aging Eddie Matthews. He only batted .212, but against righties, he's a 5R. So Eddie Matthews will come in to pinch hit for Matic. And let's see if the Diamondbacks counter. They do not. So here's Eddie Matthews. Will pinch hit. He batted .212, 3 homers, 8 RBIs, and 52 at-bats. And now they counter as Torey Lovullo visits the mound and brings in Archie Bradley to face the pinch hitter Matthews. Bradley, tough on righties as he's a 2R. Bradley Bradley, 3 wins, 3 losses, 1.73 earned run average, 1 save, 73 innings pitched, striking out 79. He gave up 4 home runs. 2 outs, 2 on, 6-3 Tigers, top of the 8th. Here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews, and that is a 4-5. And that's a double to center field, so Eddie Matthews greets Bradley quite rudely. Freehand will score from second. Will they wave cash around? 1 through 14 on deck is work. We're sending them. 1 through 14, we're going to send him. 15 or higher, he will be out. We're not going to send the trail runner. We're going to hold the trail runner. So we need a 1 through 14. It is an 11. He will score. So Matthews clears the bases with a 2-out pinch hit double. It's now 8-3. The Tigers well in control now. They've broken it open in the top of the 8th with 5 runs. And Denny McLain is licking his chops in the dugout. Here comes Dick Wirt. He is 0 for 3. Bradley deals to Wirt. That is a 1-6. This is going to be off the Wirt card. 1-6. That's a ground ball to Owens at short. He throws to Goldschmidt. Side retired. And we have to put a shortstop in, and it will be Trzezuski. Stanley can play short. He's an E44. That's got to be worse than an E14. So Matthews does his JOB. Pinch hit double, knocks in 2 more. Arizona trails by 5 now as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Trzezuski is the new shortstop. Got to bring the shortstop icon up here. There we go. Now we're good. Denny McLain, 111 pitches, good for 133. Will face the top of the order. He now has a 5-run lead. It's going to be Pollock, Peralta, and Goldschmidt. I don't know how you turn off the shifts, BJ. I think the computer does it automatic. Oh, maybe if you turn off suggested defenses. Maybe that will do it. All right, Pollock, 2 for 3 with a home run. He has been the only, well, one of the thorns in the side of Denny McLain. Let's see. Let's click on this. Make sure he's not bunting. He's not. McLain deals to Pollock. That is a 2-7. So it's off the Pollock card. 2-7. And that's a hard hit ball to Trzezuski. Gets his first play, and he throws to Cash for the out. So he's tested right away. 1 out. Here comes a left-handed batting left fielder, David Peralta. He's 0 for 3 with a run scored. McLain wants to stay in a rhythm. He works quickly to Peralta. That is a 5-8. This is good for Denny McLain. 5-8. Ground ball to McCullough. Range play. Peralta's looking for the 1-2. He gets a 4. No luck for Peralta. That's a G3 number sign. Now we go to the error check, and that is a 7. And 7 is lucky for McCullough. That will be out number 2 as McCullough retires Peralta, scoring at home 4-3. So 2 outs, base is empty for Paul Goldschmidt. He is 2 for 3 with a home run. He tied up the ball game with a 2-run blast back in the bottom of the 6th. The Tigers have since answered, as we just witnessed, in the top of the 8th with 5 runs and have taken an 8-3 lead. Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt Beer, and that is a 4-8. And again, if you hit the McLain card, you want the 4 column. 4-8. Will it be great? No, it will not, unless you're a Tigers fan. Strike 3, side retired. We go to the top of the 9th. The 68 Tigers 8. The 2017 Arizona Diamondbacks 3. Bradley on the mound, looking to keep it a 5-run deficit. He'll face the top of the order, McCullough, Brown, and Kaline. McCullough 0 for 4. Here's the pitch, and that is a 5-7. And that'll be a strikeout. So 1 up, 1 down. Gates Brown 1 for 2 with a home run. and he struck out once, and he's also walked twice. Bradley picks up the sign from Iannetta. Here's the pitch to Brown, and that is a 4-9. And he's going to walk for a third time. 4-9. So a one-out walk for Brown. Not a good base stealer. Only a 5% chance of stealing. 1 through 14 base runner. Al Kaline 2 for 4 with a double. He scored. Bradley looking for the double play ball here. He deals to Kaline. That is a 1-9. This is off the Kaline card. 1-9. And that'll be a walk. So back-to-back walks after Bradley got the first batter. And there's 2 on, 1 outs for Willie Horton. 2 for 4 with a run scored. He has also struck out 1 time. Can Horton drive 1 out of the ballpark? He's robbed Arizona of 2 home runs and left. Here's the pitch to Horton. That is a 4-6. This is off Bradley's card. 4-6. Possible single here. 1 through 8. Horton has his third hit. It is a 12. That ball goes to Lamb. And he is out. They get the force out of Kaline at second. Brown advances to third. And Horton to first. Good hard slide by Kaline into Drury. So 2 outs, runners on the corners for Jim Northrup. He is 2 for 3 with a ribby. He's looking for his third hit. Runners will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Northrup, and that is a 6-5. 6-5. And he will strike out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Denny McLain looking for a complete game victory here. He's up 8-3. And he'll face Lamb, Drury, and Owens. As ID Gesture bids a fond farewell to everyone. Thank you very much, ID, for stopping by and checking us out. Remember to check out ID Gesture's channel as well as T-Dub and What's Blazing in Sports. All right. McLain 3 outs away from getting his first victory in this project. Denny McLain and Bob Gibson take on the best of 2017. Lamb is 0 for 3. Lamb looking for the 1-4 column. McLain deals to Lamb. That is a 2-6. That's not too bad either. 2-6. And it's going to be a ground ball to McCullough. Out number 1. Brandon Drury steps to the plate. Second baseman's 0 for 3. Again, McLain works quickly to Drury, and that is a 4-8. So Drury has a chance here. That 4 column not too good for Denny McLain. 4-8. But you know what? That's a strikeout. So another strikeout for McLain. He is 1 out away from a complete game victory. He'll face Chris Owings, who's 2 for 3 with a double. Last chance. Chris Owings. McLain takes a deep breath, picks up the signs from Freehand. Freehand sets the target. He deals to Owings, and that is a 4-7. 4-7. Owens hits that ball hard. 1 through 17. The game is still alive. It's a 14 base hit for Owens with 2 outs. As he hits a line drive to center, Northrup plays it safe. So 2 outs, Owens at first. I doubt he's running with down by 5. Here's Chris Iannetta, the catcher. He is 0 for 3. Again, Denny McLain with an opportunity to end it here. He has thrown 133 pitches. He's good for 133. Here's the pitch to Iannetta. It is a 3-9. This is off the Iannetta card. 3-9. Strike 3, looking ball game over. Denny McLain goes the distance. He picks up his first win in this project against the 2017 playoff teams. The best 12 teams that I dubbed as the best 12 teams. With an 8-3 victory. What a job by McLain. He did have a couple of hiccups. He gave up 2 gopher balls. Solo shot to start off the game to Pollock. And then, let's get the box score. A 2-run blast to Goldschmidt. Let's make sure you guys can see the box score, as we will make that large to fit the screen. Hope you enjoyed our first game. We're going to come back in about 10 minutes with Bob Gibson versus the Red Sox of 2017. Fit to the screen. There we go. Before we go to the box score, I want to say thank you to A.U. Pack Mules joined us. As he says, Al, thanks for coming by earlier. Oh, absolutely. I enjoy your shows. I enjoy it. And John did a nice job. Yeah, I think he was a little nervous, but he did a good job. I enjoy it. I don't watch Westworld, but I like listening to people talk about it. It's fun. I think that everyone's a little too sympathetic to the androids, but that's just me. Thank you to A.U. Packmule. Thank you to B.J. Wanlin. Thank you to ID Gesture. Check out that wonderful channel, ID Gesture. He's playing a lot of Warframe. Check out A.U. Packmule. He's doing a lot of, he does Game of Thrones and Westworld, amongst other things. That's A.U. Packmule. And they're in the chat, so you can see and just click on their name and go to their channel later on if you're watching, because YouTube provides that now. Thank you to Beatles Eternally, Moderator Extraordinaire, Musician Extraordinaire, Magician Extraordinaire, just one fine gent, soon to be knighted by the Queen. So thank you, as my Kindle is froze. I also want to thank Ken Castro and What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub. Check out that wonderful channel. And my Kindle is froze. I cannot scroll up anymore. So we're going to do the box score, then I'll bring up the chat on my computer. So Denny McLain gets the victories 1-0 in his first game in 24 starts, home and away against the 12 best teams of 2017. He went 9 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs. He did give up 2 gopher balls. A solo shot by Pollock and a 2-run blast by Goldschmidt. And the Goldschmidt one tied the ball game up at 3 at the time. He walked none, struck out 9 through 136 pitches. His earned run average after one game, 3. Zack Greinke, 7 2/3, 8 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 7 Ks, 1 home run. He threw 116 pitches. Bradley came in to pitch the final inning in a third, 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, no runs. Denny McLain will get player of the game along with Bill Freehan, who drove in 3 runs. Dick McCullough had a tough day. He was 0 for 5. Gates Brown, 1 for 2. 2 runs scored, an RBI and a walk. Al Kaline, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Willie Horton, 2 for 5 with a run scored. And he made 2 fabulous catches and left, robbing Diamondbacks of home runs. McLain could have easily given up 4 home runs. Northrup, 2 for 4 with a run scored and a ribby. Freehan, 1 for 4, a run scored, 3 RBIs. Cash, 0 for 3 with a run scored. Madich, the shortstop, 0 for 3. Eddie Matthews pinch hit. He had a pinch hit double, and he drove in 2 runs. Trzeski came in to play short, did not hit. And Wirt, the third baseman, 0 for 4. The Tigers in victory, 35 at-bats, 8 runs, 9 hits, 7 RBIs. For the Arizona Diamondbacks of 2017, A.J. Pollock, 2 for 4, a home run, a ribby, and a run scored. Peralta, 0 for 4 with a run scored. Goldschmidt, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a 2-run blast and a run scored. Lamb and Drury were 0 for 8. They were 0 for 4. Owens was 3 for 4, but no runs, no RBIs. Iannetta, 0 for 4. Herman, 1 for 3. And Ahmed, DH, 0 for 3. The 2017 Diamondbacks in defeat, 34 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 ribbies. So once again, the year of the pitcher, the 1968 Tigers, defeat the 2017 Diamondbacks by a score of 8-3. Denny McLain gets the win. 9 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He gave up 2 gopher balls, which produced all 3 runs. No walks. He struck out 9 through 136 pitches, ERA of 3. We're going to come back in about 10 minutes with Bob Gibson from the year of the pitcher against the 2017 Red Sox. And before we do that, let me bring up the chat one more time on my computer as my Kindle screen has froze and say thank you. Bear with me a moment. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun. Let's go to our video manager. I have to get a second screen. The Kindle is freezing all the time now. I don't know if I overuse it. So again, Beatles Eternally, thank you very much. AU Packmule, thank you very much. Check out that wonderful channel. BJ Wanling, thank you. ID Gesture, thank you. Check out his channel. Again, you just have to go to the chat afterwards and click on their names. What's Blazing in Sports, T-Dub, excellent boxing channel. Check that out. Ken Castro, thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with Bob Gibson. So until then, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Do not swing at the curveball in the dirt. And peace!